Hello, hello. It is that time, and I pressed record right before I was actually ready, but that's okay because we are ready and rocking. Ready and rocking. Let's get a rune. Realize it's really loud for you, so I'll turn it over here. Okay. Hugalas wants to come out, and this is not Wunjo. That is Tiwa's masculine gods warrior rune and victory. And Hagalas is air transformation egg of life. Yeah, definitely transforming right now. Transformations and the warrior rune. This is like the fight for your new version, for your transformation. Right? You gotta fight. You gotta make the effort. You gotta get rid of the old so that the new can be born. Okay. Let's see what these cards want to tell us. We've got loyalty. The energy of loyalty helps you to remain loyal to yourself. Sometimes this might mean being disloyal to a good friend. Once you've learned how to do this, you can be loyal through and through without forgetting yourself. Yes. And some people might manipulate a situation to make you feel guilty and require you to be disloyal to yourself in order to prove your loyalty to them. And to those people, okay, connected. The energy of connected helps you to connect your heart with your higher self. Listen to this inner wisdom. Yes. And that inner wisdom will also let you know when you need to be considering yourself more. Right? Okay. Let's see what messages are in here for us today. Today is a very windy day over here. And there were so many eagles just hovering and soaring and just loving this air, this breeze, this wind, this transformative air. Hey, Hagalas is air, interesting enough. So maybe it's something about riding, the air have currents, riding the air current, right? There's a trust in flight, the bird trusting its ability to fly, as well as the wind to carry it. And the wings are open and it can fly at any moment, but it is this surrender to the wind that keeps them up. It's actually a balance between the wing and the wind. Interesting. So your higher self would be the wind in that scenario. Okay, let's take some cards and see where they lead us. And the bottom one. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Like that? Okay. Does that feel right? What does it look like for you? I can't get this angle right. There. Is that better? Okay. It's a little askew. My OCD can just deal. Okay. What are we talking about? Temperance again. Interesting. So Temperance was the main card for yesterday's reading. So was Hagalas. So if you resonate with anything in this reading, you may want to check that one out also. Okay. King of Cups. So the Temperance, before we get into the King here, is the process of alchemy. It's, think of tempering a sword, making it strong, taking a metal, and the metal goes through a transformative process that can't be rushed, right? It takes as long as it takes, and when it's done properly, the metal transforms into something way stronger than it would have if it didn't go through its process, right? So we've got the King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is about the work, the accumulative work. So this can be your spiritual, your mental, your emotional, your physical reality as far as work and the evidence of it existing in your world. Okay, so you've done a lot of work. Wow, death upside down. Is that birth? I guess it is. Death of the old to make space for the new. And the moon. Stuff hidden, stuff yet to be revealed, intuition. Okay, we've got justice. This is about getting what you deserve. This is also like an opportunity, gifts from the universe. This is like dharma, the reaping what you've sowed, the getting back what you've given. Okay, and then boundary setting of the boundaries. Okay, so this could be linked to work. Maybe you're working too hard, definitely tempering the balance. So the King of Cups is masculine energy, emotionally grounded, stable, creative, reliable, dependable, all of those kinds of things. And the work, okay, being loyal, something about transformation. So, and then creating boundaries. So maybe part of your transformation is about recognizing how much work that you are doing in all regards and having to create boundaries. Creating boundaries isn't just about creating boundaries for other people. It's also creating boundaries for yourself, right? Like recognizing, oh, when, like, say, I know that when I do this kind of activity for this length of time, then I get really, really hungry. And if I don't eat within this amount of time at that point, then I get really anxious and irritable. And so your boundary for yourself would be, I need to eat something, take a snack or do what I can, like set yourself up for success, right? So that you're eating in that time frame. You've created boundaries. You've recognized something about yourself and you've created boundaries. And, like I know that if I have so many drinks, then I get to this point and I don't want to get to that point. So my boundary is I can only have one drink, or, like setting boundaries for yourself is just as important as setting them for other people. Was my point. Okay. And that was what that was all about. Okay. Now I have been, kind of moving past the flippers. Sometimes I check them out and they're relevant, and sometimes I just move on past. And I use my intuition and go by feel on that. And only take the ones that come right out. Because they're the ones that are like, me, I want to be part of this reading. In case you're wondering. And remember, like, these are divination tools, right? They're just methods and modes of getting the reader into a state of flow, tapping in, right? Connecting. And the messages that come. Okay. Like any of these messages that want to come here. What are you going to tell it? Oh, that one I might have taken, but here we are. Moving on. Let's see. So yeah, the moon is tricky. The moon likes to conceal some things in its dark spaces, but also reveals some things in its light phases. And so that's why it's always like something hidden yet to be revealed. Right? When the time is right, when the moon is bright, then all will be revealed. So I often link the moon to divine timing as well. Something about boundaries around your work, holding this joyful King of Cups action. Okay, we've got the Five of Cups, which is accessing the experiences that you have, your abilities, your talents, across space and time, dimensions. And being fiercely independent and reaping what you've sowed. So while you're in your garden enjoying the fruits of your previous labor, right? You've done all the tilling, the work, the soil, the nurturing, the weeding, and now everything's blooming. And in that space and time, there's no work left to be done. There's just being in it, enjoying it, sitting in it, reveling in it, losing yourself in a bloom, right? And while you're there, consider the things that bring you joy, the things that you love, the things that fill your cup. Okay, so let's just put that. Kind of feel it might be like this. Because while you're there are things that may need to be given new life and may be things that need to be let go of. Right? And yeah, this is the work that you've done and the tempering of it that has gotten you to this place of independent bounty here, where you've got the time to consider. Okay, you've made the boundaries, you've set the boundaries, you've done the work. You recognize you're in touch with your intuition, and you recognize there are things that are working behind the scenes that you don't know anything about that will reveal itself when the time is right. There's things, you being in your abundant, creative King of Cups energy, and let go of the things from the past, the old versions of self. And become the magician and healed your heart. Yeah, the traumas from the past, they scar, they leave marks, but we learn from them, right? We learn about versions of ourselves. We see versions of ourselves. I mean, it's one of the processes that I've gone through is, you know, finding those versions of me in the past that didn't know better and took that abuse or didn't say anything or was less than I am today. And, you know, as much as you want to smack them upside the head, they need love. They just didn't have enough love. They just didn't know better, right? And that's the alchemy, that process, going in, recognizing and holding them, giving them the love, giving them the grace, giving them the understanding and the patience. And what's great about it is that the more you do that for yourself and the parts of yourself in the past that you reintegrate into your heart in this way, the more you're able to recognize other people being in their own part of their journey, right? It's a lot easier to not take someone else's actions personally, because you're like, I see, that's where you're at in your journey right now. Good luck with that. Goodbye. Whereas before, we might have been like, what, why, how, why did I, why, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, and right, we just take it all too personally. We take it on. We pick up what they throw down. So it's good for everybody. Okay. Yeah, being a magician. This is the sword, right? This is after you've been tempered. Coming out, the magician. That's you coming out the sword, as the sword, stronger than you were before. And I think the healed heart thing, I think maybe it's an ongoing process. It's like the heart is like an onion. There's layers to it. And you can heal layers. And then there's, then you go along and you find, oh, there's another layer here that needs a little bit more love, needs a little bit more healing. That's what I'm finding in my process. The heart is like an onion. It's stinky and makes you cry. I think that's the line from Shrek. Okay. These cards aren't very chatty today. Is this the message? I don't know. What was even the message? Be loyal to yourself. Connect with your higher self. Temper between work and being. Creative. Continue to let go of the old so that the new can be born. Yeah, I mean, it's as simple of a concept as like, well, I guess there's many ways that we could look at it, but like, no, maybe that one's not a good one. No, let's not go down that way. Okay, so like you want to grow a crop of potatoes. Okay, I don't know enough about potatoes. Okay, but say you want to grow a crop in this little part in your garden bed, but there's something else there from last year. And it's good, it's growing, but you really want this new thing to go there instead. Well, you have to dig that thing out, get rid of it to create space so that you can plant this new thing, right? You can't plant a plant on a plant. I feel like that might have been more complicated, but I feel like you also understood what I'm talking about. So yes, get rid of the old, let the old things die. So, and then bury it or dig it up, whatever analogy, so that the new thing has space to grow and evolve and be the best it can be, right? We are environment creators. We create environments, and just like a garden, the energy, the effort that you put into it, you'll get the results of that, right? If you neglect your garden, well, you're going to have a neglectful bounty or harvest. Oh, yeah. Tower. Okay. So part of the death of the old is an upheaval of your norm. And this is exactly why it's hard. It's easy day in, day out. I'm like, just let the old thing die so the new things can be born. But it's a hard thing to do. We're comfortable. A lot of the things that we need to let die are things that have got us to where we are today. And, and we're attached to it. We're comfortable with it. It may have been a lifeline for so many years. And the thought of no longer being attached or having that as a lifeline is scary AF. Right? You're like, well, what? And that's that blind faith and the trusting and all that stuff. But the tower represents the breakdown of the old, which is another aspect of the death. Right? The old has to die for the new to be born. And Hagalas is all about transformation. Transformation and the egg of life. The egg being the potential for new. Bigger, better. brighter. So when the tower presents itself, when the tower happens, the only control should be in how you respond to it. Either with resistance and loss and chaos, or anticipation, because it signals that something else is on its way. Right? Have you ever been rejected, or something didn't turn out the way you wanted to, or, you know, and then you end up being somewhere else that you never would have got to if those things didn't happen? Yeah. This is how you move towards abundance. You have to take those leaps of faith. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the signs and synchronicities that are nudging you towards your new self, your new life, your new birth of creation. Abundance, 10 of Pentacles, is all the abundance on all the aspects. And it wants to be with you. It's linked to being present in your abundance that you already have, and being the magician. And this yet to be revealed, right? But to get there, you got to go through this death and rebirth in this tower first. You just have to. There's no other way. Even like, think of childbirth, right? The incredible journey for both the birther and the birthed, right? That is a tower moment, or a representation of a tower moment. Nothing is the same after that for anyone involved. And it's painful in the moment. And you think you're going to die. And you don't know how you're going to do it. You don't know how you're going to raise this new little being that's going to be dependent on you, because you are birthing yourself into parenthood at the exact same time. But we survive. We do it. We figure it out. We make it happen. We evolve. We adapt. We surprise ourselves and become whatever we need to. Okay, we've got the 7 of Pentacles, which is checking in, balancing, meditating, communication with your higher self, connection to the earth and your intuition. And this might be the best way to handle your tower moments. It did come out and land on it, so meditate, go within. Don't try to control the external. The external has to adjust and evolve to match your internal. Because as without, so within. If you're doing all this work and changing, then it makes sense that your external environment would also have to change to accommodate these new versions of yourself. Every time you change something different, every time you create a boundary, every time you go left instead of right, or, you know, sleep on the right instead of the left, or whatever, make those little changes in your life, set boundaries, create safe spaces, whatever, they all have an effect. What was that? 4 of Wands. That's attached, it's 11-11. Got the 4 wands, like 4 ones. This is abundance, this is joy, this is union, this is commitment, this is all of the beautiful, beautiful things. And it's attached to your abundance, and it's also attached to this moon. Things yet to be revealed. The universe always wants to reward you for the work that you do, because by doing, like, you know, to heal the world, you heal yourself. Like, you are rippling out. Every stride, every step that you take for yourself in becoming better, it ripples out. It affects everyone around you, which affects everyone around them, which affects everyone around them. And then that's global. Like, it just, you know, like a ripple on a pond, right? A stone tossed into the water, and then the ripples just radiate out, affecting. So yeah, the universe is like, more of that, please. Here's some incentive. Have some abundance. But I don't even think it's that. I think it's just, you get more of what you focus on. And if you're focused on your external world, Your external world is a result of an old version of yourself's manifestations. So to become a new version of yourself, your external world has to change, has to adapt. You know, this could even be just like neighbors moving or, you know, stuff like that. Like you just, yeah, you don't know how far reaching, right? It's that concept of the butterfly flaps its wings and a tornado erupts on the other side of the world. Okay, I think we've had about enough of this deck here. We do have the Knight of Cups at the bottom, which is about communication. This could be an opportunity. That would make sense as well as being part of your tower. As you're releasing the old, you know, new opportunities, new people, new things are coming into your life. And bringing with them stepping stones towards your new self, your new life, your new version of you, the magician. Oops, okay. The golden egg, the lizard, and the owl. Okay. Let's do the golden egg first, because I know that that is in the back. Golden egg, black egg, okay. Golden egg, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. This is great because Hagalaz is the egg of life, so there it is. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned, until we retreat from the noise of modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga, nidra, or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart, staying open to any response you hear. Engaging with the energy of the golden egg is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling of tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long, long time. Listen to the messages. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. Yes, there's that meditative, contemplative state. Okay. And then we have the owl, who is abundance, clairvoyant, treasures. Just going to go ahead and put that one there. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi, and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way, either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you will see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. Yes, and you know what? To bring into balance, an offering. And what's another word for offering? Sacrifice. The death of the old thing, so that the new thing can be born. Okay. And then we've got the lizard. I think these two were also in the reading yesterday. Nope, he's a air. Where are ya? There you are. Intellectual, sensitive to the subtle, and a dreamer. The lizard is an expert in the realm of sensory perception. As if it has a sixth sense, the lizard hears what is yet to be spoken and sees what is yet to manifest. Although this is an amazing gift, it can easily wear the lizard down. Big crowds, lots of travel, or overstimulation will drain a lizard of their magical essence. This card is an indication to pull back from the bright lights and big city and return to the inner artist who's been whispering your name. Okay, I do feel like maybe that is there as well. Or here. I don't know. Let's just put it there. Okay. I think I try not to look at when I'm pulling these ones because there are just 7 of them. But the last few times I keep getting the same one. I'm totally not looking. This one. Aha! I see. We got a different one this time. This is your third eye chakra. I see. That's kind of what this lizard was saying, wasn't it? I'm going to put it over here by the moon with intuition. Okay. I'll get some of these little guys. growth. Balance. Yes. The devil. This could be the death to fear and doubt in yourself in the process. Right? This King of Cups is not allowing fear and doubt to play any role in their ness. They've allowed those parts of them to die. Or just pay it no mind. Right? I see you, but you have no power here. The sun, beautiful. Flow, yes. Strength, absolutely. And hermiting, That is a very good way of reconnecting to your higher self and meditation. It's a solo practice. I mean, I assume it to be because I'm so easily distracted. Somebody else in the room, it's like, what are you doing? And they breathe. I heard that. You know? Meditate with a group. I don't know. I guess people do it. Okay. Take that one. Love. Yes, love heals the heart. Love fertilizes the egg, the golden egg. Harmony. Beautiful. Reflection. Reflecting on things, your experience, stuff that you know. Selflessness. I find true joy in the service of others when I give lovingly and generously with only the other's interest in mind. And that's definitely something to temper, right? Trust. Trust, yes. Trust in the power of your boundaries and this moon, the things that are yet to be revealed to you along your way. Trust the process, the letting go. The death of the old will bring in the new, will fertilize the egg of newness. And teaching. Something in there about teaching. Okay, let's get a... I'm really loving these crystal cards. They've been really great, so let's... They're just the deck itself. Okay. It's the little mims at the window. Okay, let's get one of these crystal cards. Okay, let's take that one. Number 13. Ooh. It's like an owl cat bat is what I see. Owl cat bat. Owl cat bat. Lucky number 13. Balance. There you go. There's that temperance. Time, personal space, and achievement. You are often pulled in many different directions as you go about daily life and may feel overwhelmed by the demands on your time. This card signals the need for balance. Review your current situation and assess your priorities and motivations. Have you been spending too much time in one area of your life at the expense of another? What is needed to correct the balance? Be gentle with yourself as you search out the motivations behind your actions. Creating a life of balance is an ongoing process that changes with time. Your family, friends, work, spirituality, and personal aspirations are all areas within which to participate, grow, and feel joy. Take the time to have fun and play within all the areas of your life. Yes, that is the balance, the balancing act, the tempering. Yeah, too much hot, too much cold, too much friction or banging it out or whatever, back to the forging of the sword. That's not going to create the strong weapon that you're trying to forge, right? It's a balance of all the aspects. Get out. I think this one. Yes, this was the one that came out yesterday. This reading is a confirmation to yesterday's reading. Okay, tending the garden. Meet Gala. Her peculiar flowers bloom in the sun of her nurturing love and care. In a tucked away corner of the forest, she planted a few precious seeds. For months, she watered the earth and sang patient love songs. Above the surface, nothing appeared to be happening, so the other kitties didn't understand why she spent so much time in the overlooked spot. Eventually, delicate emerald tendrils peeked out of the soil. Gala loved and protected them until wondrous blossoms burst forth. What seeds can you nurture in your heart? What garden are you trying to grow? Nice. Very nice. Okay. This one was calling to me. It was sitting on top of the deck, and I picked it up, and it was trust. So trust wants to be part of this reading. Okay, meet Sappy. Trust begins as an agreement she makes with the flame in her heart. She agrees to let it guide her even when it beckons her deep into the night forest of the unknown. When she trusts, the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. She may not know exactly where the path leads, but she trusts the enchantment of a journey born of intuition. What you truly seek awaits you. Trust yourself. Step into the forest and begin your wild quest towards the longing of your soul. The longings of your soul. Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Well, I think that's where we're going to leave it. Yeah. I hope that there was some good stuff in there for you. And that you go about your day or wherever you're at feeling just a little bit more wiser maybe than you did before. All right, refreshed. Take care of you. Find your balance. Trust the process. Be magical. Okay? All right, well, be awesome. And thanks for being here. Love you. Bye.